Hello and welcome to Hooray. Today we are going to learn about the speaking component in the IELTS test. We are going to learn Lesson 2 today. Let's look at the approach of the speaking test. This test lasts between 11 and 14 minutes. It has 3 parts and every test is recorded. Part 1 is the general or self-introduction round, which lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. Part 2 is the cue card topic, where you have to prepare for 1 minute and speak for 2 minutes. Part 3 is the discussion on the cue card topic, which is between 4 to 5 minutes. Let's look at the criteria for the speaking test. 1. Fluency and coherence. 2. Grammatical range and accuracy. 3. Lexical resource. And 4. Pronunciation. Here are some strategies that we can follow. 1 is coherence, where you have to speak in proper grammatically correct sentences. You should not pause for more than 3 seconds because that becomes a longer gap. You have to use formal language, speak with your natural voice, please do not put on any accent, and be loud enough and audible when you speak because, as we saw earlier, that this test is being recorded. Good body language has to be maintained. You need to maintain eye contact, be confident, and smile in between when it is appropriate. Part 1 is the introductory or icebreaker round. You will be asked general questions about yourself, your home, family, work, studies, interests, and so on. This part lasts for 4 to 5 minutes. Here's an example topic. They could ask you about travel. For example, the questions could be as follows. Do you like traveling? Where would you like to travel for a vacation and why? Who do you often spend your holiday with? Do you prefer traveling alone or in a group? How much traveling have you done? What kind of places have you visited in your life? When you visit new places, what do you like to do? And finally, in which seasons do you prefer to travel? Here is the part 2 round, which is also called the cue card round. Here you will be given a card on a particular topic. You will get 1 minute for preparation. You will be given a paper and pencil to write down notes. And then you have to speak for 2 minutes without interruption. Ideally, it is good to keep speaking until the examiner asks you to stop. Here is a sample topic. Describe a beautiful place to visit in your country. You should say where it is, how to get there, what there is to do when you are there, and explain why you recommend this place. Let's look at part 3, which is the follow-up questions or the discussion round. Here you will be asked further questions connected to the topic in part 2. This round is for 4 to 5 minutes. You have to discuss more on the cue card topic and you have to use formality, which is expected of you. Here's a sample topic questions. Why do you think people like to travel to different places in their free time? How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future? Why is it important to protect the countryside? In what ways is the countryside in danger in your country? Why are historic buildings and monuments important to a city? Is it better to keep old buildings or build new modern ones? These are some of the sample questions which you could get in the discussion round in part 3. Now let's look at some useful phrases which you can use while you're speaking. When you want to add information, you can use phrases like what's more, perhaps I should also mention, plus the fact that, and then you add your content to these phrases. When you're asking for the examiner to repeat what they have said, you can say, sorry, I didn't catch that. When you're generalizing something, you can say, as a rule, and give your statement, or you could say generally, followed by the idea, or you could say again and again, and follow it up with your statement. Here are some phrases which you can use when you're opening a discussion. For example, well, in my view, there's so and so, or there are 1, 2 main so and so. I think it depends on dash dash dash. It's difficult to say because, follow it up with your idea. I think there are a number of points or issues or questions, and follow it up with your ideas. And you can also say, I would say that, and give your opinion. When you want to illustrate your point, you can use phrases like, for instance, and then give your idea. You can also say, take for example, and then quote your example. Or you can say, to give you an idea, and then you can explain your idea further. Here are some useful tips which would help you in developing your language proficiency. Find an English-speaking conversation partner. Make sure to listen as well as speak. Use a mirror. Record your practice conversation and listen to it later. Surround yourself with the English language. Practice with music and movies, first without subtitles, then with them. Watch and then listen to audiovisuals in various accents. Practice reading aloud. And here are some further tips. Begin by practicing on subjects familiar to you. Diversify your speaking subjects once you're comfortable. Practice phonetics. Pick up one sound of a vowel. Make a note of 5 similar sounding words and repeat them aloud. Pay attention to stressed sounds. Listen to English songs. Learn word forms with new words. Learn new idioms and phrases. Translate a story or information from your language to English. Here is some vocabulary for you in alphabetical order. You can take note of these words and learn the meanings of them and apply them while you speak with people and while you write. Thank you for going through this lesson with me. I wish you all the best in your speaking practice. Thank you.